Hi, this is Mohammed from Global Techs, and in this video we'll continue the second part of Odoo 10 Magento connector, where we will manage the dashboard, import products, importing images, taxes, customer group, customers, orders, and invoicing and picking. So let's start with the dashboard part first. Here you can see that we are on Magento Odoo version 10, and we have the store view here available for two different stores. For each store you can manage individually, like import, update, and export from Odoo itself, and we have two right now. So you can manage all your orders. You can manage pending orders, completed orders, draft orders, cancel orders, and so on. So let me just initiate with the import part first. So from here you can import everything. So for importing from dashboard, you can just checkbox, and based on your checkboxes you can click on run button and everything will get imported. You can also select the date for your import in case required for particular date orders. So once you are done, you can just click on the run button, and let's go into the second part of the video, where we'll go in the Magento instance and we'll click on one of the instance. We have already covered the import attribute sets, categories, and product attributes in our first video. So now we'll be covering the second part of the video, where we'll manage the import product, import images, syncing the products to Magento, and we will be also covering the area of importing the taxes from Magento into Odoo. So let's initiate with importing products from Magento to Odoo. So to import the product, I will simply click on the import product button, which is there in the sync product details tab. So once I click the import product button, you can see we have all the products imported here. So let's go into one of the product which has been imported. So we also have the list view for checking the product. So this is one of the product which has been imported, and there are variants you can see, and you can see all the other information about the product like inventory. Then we have the sales part, then variants, where you can see both the variants for this particular product, then invoicing and the notes. So you can also click on the Magento template button after editing to check the Magento details. So once you checkbox that, you can see that you will get Magento details, like you can see the type of the product, then status of the product, whether enable or disable, the visibility of the product, and you can also select the attribute sets from here. After adding all these, you can just click on save button, and you can also see the Magento SKU, and from this SKU let's go into the product variants part by copying this SKU, and let me just paste it here. And once you paste it and you search here, you can see all the list of product variants related to this SKU. So let's go into one of the product variant. So here you can see that this is another product variant, where you can see we have the display name and the attributes for this particular product variant. Then we have the meta information, Magento tire pricing, then special price, and export to Magento part. You can also see that we have Magento images which has been imported. You can click on this images to download it. So once this is completed, we'll just go again in the Magento instance to show you how to import product images in Odoo from Magento. So let's go in the Magento instance, and from there we'll click on the instance and sync product details, and we'll click on import images button. Once you click on import images button, all your images, product images, will get imported into Odoo. So let's again go in the product variants, and this is one of the product where you can see the product images, the name and the image. You can download it from here only, and you can also upload it from here in case required. So this is one of the detail of your images, like the name, the image, label, URL, and so on. So another part is importing the taxes in Odoo from Magento. So we'll go in the Magento instance and then we'll click on the taxes tab. So here you can just click on the import taxes button. After clicking the import taxes button, you can go in the additional information where you can see that there are different taxes which is there available. So you can click one of the taxes where you can see that this tax has been applied for Magento tax. So based on your tax policies, you can set up taxes in Magento and you can import it in Odoo, and you can also see the Magento instance for which this tax belongs to. So another part is the importing customer groups in Odoo from Magento. So for that, you need to go into the Magento shops. You can click on one of the Magento shops, and here you can see we have different things like managing the customers and managing the orders. So we'll click on the import customer group, but before that we need to edit this and we need to select the workflow. So based on your workflow selected, the import will happen and the functionality will run. So here right now we will select the test one and we'll click on save button. Once we save this, we can click on import customer group. So what this will do, this will import all your customer group in Odoo from your Magento store. So if you see here, we are just in Odoo only. We are not going in the backend of Magento right now. So everything can be managed from Odoo itself. Here are the list of customer groups. So let's go into one of the customer group and we can see all the details about that particular customer group. So now let's move into another part, which is importing your customers in Odoo from Magento. For that, we will go into the Magento shop. Similar way, we'll click on one of the Magento store and then we'll click on the import customer button. After clicking on import customer button, what will happen? All your customers will get imported in Odoo. So let's go into the sales part, and from sales you can click on the customers, and here are the list of customers. This is a demo version, so we can just see this, that there is one of the customers where you can see all the detail about the customer, like address, shipping address, date of birth, etc. The amount of invoice has been done by that particular customer, the customer group which it belongs to. And so this was the base information which get collected in Odoo from your Magento store. So after importing all your customers, we will go into the another part, which is importing all your Magento orders into Odoo software. So for that, you need to go into Magento shops, then click on one of the Magento store, and you can click on the import order button. Once you click on import order button, all your orders from Magento will get imported into Odoo, and you get the benefit of managing your whole e-commerce website in the ERP software itself. So we have imported the orders. So let's go into all orders, and here you can see that we have all orders available. We'll click on one of the order, and here you can see that this is the order which has been already imported in Odoo with all the details of the products which has been purchased by this particular customer. You can also see the Magento details like base currency code, shipping amount, etc. In other information, you get shipping information where we have the Incoterms and shipping policy, and the sales information, like here the orders status is pending right now. So let's go in the pending order also. Here you can see we have the list of pending orders which you can manage from here. So another part is importing your picking in Odoo from Magento. So we'll go in the Magento shop and we'll click on one of the Magento shop and we'll click on the import picking button. What it will do, it will import all your picking in Odoo from your Magento store. So now let's go into the orders. So here you can see that, basically previously this was not checkbox like the ship part. So now after importing the picking, you can see that it is checkbox. So once we click on one of the customer, you can see that there has been a delivery created here for this particular order. So you can just click on the delivery also to check. Here we have all the information, and this is now in the done stage. So another part is the importing invoice in Odoo from Magento. So for that, we will again go into the Magento shops. We'll click on one of the Magento shop, and then we'll click on the import invoice button. After importing the invoice button, we will see that all our invoices has been imported in Odoo from the Magento orders. So once we click on all orders, we can see here now the invoice has been checkbox, which means these invoice has been imported. So let's go in one of the order. So once we click on the order, we can see here now that previously delivery was created and now the invoice has been created. So you can just click on the invoice button and you can see that now this invoice has been in the paid stage, including all the details about the product, the invoicing lines, and the date of the invoice. So basically this was all about the Odoo Magento connector, which is in Odoo version 10 and Magento 2. And for more information, you can visit our website www.globaltext.com or email us on sales@globaltext.com. Thank you.